All right, so picture this in your mind, okay? Wong Fei-Hung, the Drunken Master.
Yeah.
You know, super unpredictable, crazy acrobatics and all that.
Yeah.
Versus Ip Man, the master of Wing Chun, you know, precision, calm, does all that.
Yeah.
Ultimate fantasy fight, you know? Who would win?
Right.
And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So
Yeah, this is going to be great.
we've got some sources on these guys, and I'm really excited to dive into this with you today.
I think what's really cool about this matchup is that you have like these two completely opposite approaches to martial arts.
Yeah.
But they've both been super successful.
You know, it's like a clash of philosophies in a way.
Totally.
You got Drunken Boxing on the one hand,
Right.
which always seems so chaotic and theatrical to me.
Yeah, I can see why you'd think that.
Like, yeah, how much of that is just for show?
Uh-huh.
And how much of it is like actual effective fighting?
Well, I mean, there's definitely a performance aspect to it,
Yeah.
you know, for sure.
Right.
But you can't underestimate it at all. I mean, it's a super effective fighting style.
Okay.
Lots of strategy involved.
Uh-huh.
And it's not really about actually being drunk, by the way.
Right.
It's more like mimicking
Okay.
those unpredictable movements of
Yeah.
someone who's had a few.
Gotcha.
One of like the main things they focus on is using your opponent's energy
Okay.
against them.
Interesting.
You know, it's like, you know, like a willow tree bending
Right.
with the wind.
Okay.
You go with the flow, absorb that force,
Okay.
and then turn it right back around on them.
Okay. I've read about that.
Yeah.
But it's hard to picture it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what would that actually look like?
Oh, yeah. I can give you a perfect example.
Yes.
Imagine Wong Fei-Hung, you know,
Yeah.
backed up against a wall, right?
Oh, yeah.
And his opponent comes charging at him.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like meeting that attack head on,
Yeah.
he uses the wall, you know, like a springboard almost,
Okay.
to like launch himself into this spinning kick. That's classic drunken boxing, you know?
Yeah.
Using the environment to your advantage.
Like turning a disadvantage into a weapon.
Totally.
I like
It's super cool. And
Yeah.
then on the other side,
Yeah.
you have Ip Man.
Okay.
You know, total embodiment of Wing Chun.
Yeah.
That's all about efficiency and control.
Okay.
Like a perfectly tuned machine.
Yeah.
Every movement in Wing Chun is like super economical.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
No wasted energy at all.
Right.
And it's all about redirecting your opponent's energy, intercepting their attacks, and then just like bam!
Yeah.
Lightning fast counter strikes.
So it's like where Drunken Boxing is like a crazy storm.
Right.
Wing Chun is the eye of the storm.
Exactly.
Totally in control.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that level of precision be like super hard to maintain
Oh, for sure.
against somebody as like wild and unpredictable as Wong Fei-Hung?
I mean, that's a huge challenge for sure.
Yeah.
But one of the core principles of Wing Chun is this thing called center line theory,
Center line theory.
which is basically about protecting your center line,
Okay.
like that imaginary line that runs down the middle of your body.
Gotcha.
And at the same time, you're trying to attack their center line.
Interesting.
So it's all about economy of motion
Okay.
and defensive coverage. You know, it's literally designed to neutralize aggressive styles.
So like Drunken Boxing.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm starting to see how this would play out.
Yeah.
You've got Wong Fei-Hung using his unpredictable moves
Right. Yeah.
to try to find a crack in Ip Man's defenses.
Yeah.
And then you've got Ip Man waiting patiently
Totally.
for that perfect opening to strike back.
Exactly.
So who wins?
Well, it's tough, you know.
Yeah,
Wong Fei-Hung would definitely be a tough opponent,
for sure.
but I think ultimately Ip Man's discipline and focus would give him the edge.
Okay.
I mean, Wing Chun is so efficient and it's designed to exploit any weakness,
Uh-huh.
no matter how small.
Right.
So I think he'd be able to like weather that drunken boxing storm
Yeah.
and land those knockout blows.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
You know, I was kind of rooting for the underdog,
right,
but I see why a style that's built to counter chaos
right.
would win against a style that thrives on chaos.
Yeah, but we also have to remember, you know, this is all hypothetical.
All right.
In a real fight,
Yeah,
so many things could change the outcome.
of course.
You know, the skill of each fighter, like their condition,
Yeah,
even the environment,
Yeah.
all of that could come into play.
absolutely.
And there's tons of variations within each style, too.
It's amazing how many different approaches there are
It's incredible.
to martial arts.
Yeah.
And how they've all developed.
Totally. And what we talked about today, you know, this is just scratching the surface.
Right.
Both Drunken Boxing and Wing Chun have so much history and philosophy behind them.
It really shows you how diverse martial arts are.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm feeling inspired to learn more now.
Yeah, me too.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see a real-life showdown
Right.
between these two styles someday.
That would be amazing.
Until then, we can just keep debating.
Keep the dream alive.
Yeah, thanks for taking this deep dive with us,
Absolutely, this was fun.
and we'll see you next time.
See you later.